Welcome to AI Traders Live, live market analysis using artificial intelligence to find high probability trades. In today's AI Traders Live episode, we'll be focusing on the S&P 100 index constituents. We're going to screen it and find out the hottest and latest trading ideas as generated by artificial intelligence. Here's a brief disclaimer. I'm Richard Miller and I'll be presenting today's AI Traders Live show. We use the Fulgent AI engine that sits on the Metastock platform. We have 4 artificial intelligence trading strategies that we use: major market reversals, classic swing trades, volatility breakouts, and quick 3-day moves. Now, these cater for different type time frames, whether you're a swing trader, where you'll be using a classic swing trader and a quick 3-day move, and a position trader, where you'll be mostly using the volatility breakouts and major market reversals. We've got something for every type of trading style. Now, the tip of the iceberg explanation of how the AI works, just to recap, the AI does 10 to the power of 200 different type possible combinations of stock market indicators and stock market relationships, and we use genetic algorithms to do so. This is a job impossible for the human to do. So you can see the AI uses absolutely every possible technical indicator with every possible setting, and then develops trading strategies that are high probability trading strategies. We're only looking for high probability trading strategies. Now, the Fulgent AI has been developed by the Nevada Systems company. It's been developed over period of 25 years. This sits on the Metastock platform, which has been around for more than 30 years, a platform that provides award-winning charting analysis software for the self-directed trader. The data feed comes from Thomson Reuters, so these are premium partners in your journey to trading using artificial intelligence. Let's jump straight into the Metastock platform to trade and look for the S&P 500 index constituents AI winners. Now, just to put things in perspective, the artificial intelligence engine that I'm using, here are the trading statistics. The average profit per trade on the major market reversal signal is about 19%, with an accuracy of 77% accurate. So it's quite a high percentage, which is fantastic trading statistics. The quick move is a 65% accuracy statistics with 1.8% profit per trade. Now, that is a 3-day holding period, so that's quite a good average profit per trade. Now, these average profit per trades over thousands of trades. Do you remember that? The average swing trade is 68% accurate with 6.7% average profit per trade, and the volatility breakouts 54% accurate with 3.4% average profit per trade. Now, in the testing period, we generally have a minimum requirement of 65% accuracy in terms of the AI. Now, you can see here for all these companies, here's a list. Did the screen earlier, took about 6 minutes. Now, I sort the columns by bars, tells you how old the trades are, so we can see we have a whole lot of new fresh trading ideas. So depending on the signal, you have a day or two to get into these. Now, for the ADBE signal here, it's something that occurred 444,000 times, or 4,444 times in the testing period, with a 65% accuracy, with a 2.4% average profit per trade. So you can get an idea that that particular AI 105, which is the volatility breakout for trading ADBE, AMGN, these FedEx and these stocks, that signal occurred quite a lot. So you can see this AI has discovered that that particular signal on those particular shares is on average 65% accurate and has occurred thousands of times. So we take comfort in the fact that that's a very good AI. Now, this 106 one is a quick move, so you can see obviously less so on stocks because it's a more of a higher frequency swing trade idea, but nevertheless 69% accurate, 77% accurate on McDonald's, for example. And Dow, Duke Energy, yeah, we can see 106 once again is the quick move trade. So you can see 72% accuracy on some of the stocks there. So we are using an AI that's on average very high, in probability of success is very, very high. Here's one, Tesla is 80% accurate. This particular AI engine, 104, is the classic swing trade on Tesla, is 80% accurate. And it occurred 414 times in the testing period. So you can see even trading Tesla with the AI alone is very profitable. So let's jump straight into the most recent trades, and we're going to look at these from an AI perspective. We'll start with the top 10, for example. Now, trading the AI on ADBE has been very successful. You can see we captured quite a lot of really big moves, and you just move your stop loss on trading stop loss according to your own risk management profile up. You can see the swing trade here in April captured that move, sideways moving consolidation, caught a few trades there, and then caught the next move up. Now we have a volatility breakout. This comes soon after the sell signal of the last volatility breakout. So this trailing stop loss is just below the volatility breakout there. So the AI will most likely put it in today, but that's roughly where it is. So any kind of weakness, we could see this as a swing trade to the upside. Your profit target would be then, first level would be this, this support zone that was broken. That would be the first target, and then the ultimate old higher would be the next target from a profit target perspective. So we can see there ADBE is also chucking off some really good signals using the AI. Now let's take a look at the 4-hour chart just to get a bit of a more intraday feel as to what's happening. Takes a couple of seconds to load. You can see a volatility breakout here, and here is the trailing stop is around about there, just below 590. You can see lots of the July, August captured a lot of the volatility breakout to the upside, and one got stopped out there. There was a sell signal up there right at the top basically, so you managed to get out of ADBE quick enough, and now we have some other swing trades, but these are all on 4-hour charts, and we're looking at the daily as well. So next up, AMGN. We look at this one, also quite a volatile one, very choppy stock to trade, lots of volatility. You can see this volatility breakout December caught that entire move plus a sell signal at the top. Another volatility breakout, quick move. Very choppy stocks. The April, May, June, July swing trade worked out beautifully. Now we have volatility breakout signal. Let's going to take a look at the 4-hour chart. Now the AI will automatically adjust its own stop loss as the volatility gets larger. There we go, roughly there. So it's going to see on the daily. So we'll have a stop loss around about the 210, 209 zone, just below 210 is the volatility breakout, and then your upside targets for profit targets would be this first, these old highs there would be the first level to watch out for, and then these levels there. So your first one is 220, and the next one is up between 225 and 230. That would be the upside profit targets on AMGN. Right. Next up, BIOGEN. Now this stocks, you can see the swing trade December worked out well. You had to sit tight for a very long time, and then you managed to get that move in around the 240, 250 and out around the 380 zone. So that was a fantastic trade. The last volatility breakout did not work out quite well, so we have a new volatility breakout signal. And let's go and take a look at the 4-hour chart, if there's anything interesting on that chart from an AI perspective. See if there's a double confirmation. Yeah, so we have a swing trade on the 4-hour chart with a trailing stop over there. And then let's take a look at the back at the daily. And then that is a volatility breakout. Wait for it to refresh. Take a second. There we go. So I would use that intraday swing trade 279 or 280, 275 as your you know, stop loss level, and then the upside profit targets for this one would be this resistance zone there at 305, and the next upside resistance target would be 350. Now this can be a slow burner. As we can see, the stock tends to rally and then move sideways, rally, move sideways, so be aware of that. You might have to be very patient with BIOGEN, trading BIOGEN, for example. Right, next up is Danhauer. This one also a fantastic trade. So you can see here back here in major market reversal back in March. Huge move, caught that move all the way from 125 all the way up to 220, 225. A couple of volatility breakouts there. And then the last swing trade, look at that beautiful swing trade. The trailing stop loss worked out well. Depending on your own risk management profile, you can adjust your trailing stop accordingly. And now we have a new volatility breakout. Let's just go and cross-reference that with what's happening on the 4-hour chart, just to get a better feel to what's happening closer to the market on the intraday basis. Volatility breakout there, and the trailing stop loss there is just between 305 and 310. And these old highs here, these are the resistance zones, the old highs up here. Volatility breakout there back here in July, caught that move. August, okay, volatility breakout there. Now we have a new one, and let's go and take a look back at the daily to see where that stop loss level fits in. So that would fit in nicely there. So that's the stop loss level, and that's the profit target on this volatility breakout on DHR. Right, next up we've got FedEx. FedEx, we've had some really great trends here back here. Major market reversal March, April. Huge move, captured that move all the way from 100 and something up till 270, 275. And then the stock started basing, moving sideways. Lots of choppy trades there. Volatility breakout there. That one worked out there. That one worked out there. That one worked out very briefly. And then this one, yeah, got stopped out there. There was a sell signal there. It can sometimes go short on a sell by the AI, but there's so much liquidity in the market that shorting would be difficult. So now we've got a volatility breakout, so I expect that gap to close. I suspect the stop loss will be around about just underneath there. If we're going to look at the 4-hour chart, just to cross-reference that and see where that level is. Gives a second or two. Right, so there's the volatility breakout down here. So the idea is to close that gap. So that's the short-term profit target on FedEx on the 4-hour chart. And if we go to the daily, so we can see there's a cluster of the trading stop loss and volatility breakouts over there. So the upside target for this trade would be this gap to close. So that's the from this current level at 226 back up to 248, 250 zone. That would be the upside profit target on FedEx, for example. Right, next up is Microsoft. Now, we've profiled Microsoft a few times on AI Traders Live. Lots of fantastic trades. Volatility breakout there, volatility breakout there in February, March, November, December, another one. Volatility breakout in September, also fantastic trade there. Quick move there, swing trade there. Now, interesting, you might not see a few signals in odd places and some places not. It's all that the AI is looking for specific setups. Now we know this particular AI engine on Microsoft here, this trade setup occurred 4,444 times with a 65% probability of success and a 2.46 average profit per trade over the testing period. So you can see it is a high probability trade setup, and it does occur quite frequently. So we have volatility breakout. Go back to the 4-hour just to put that trading stop loss in there. There we go. There we go. And now go back to the hour daily to see where the the trading stop loss is between, it's 285, and then the upside targets would be this old high. So that's kind of our trade. And also Microsoft now forming a new base. Forms a base, runs up, forms a base, runs up. So absolutely fantastic. Incidentally, let's go and take a look, just for the sake of interest, how the weekly AIs worked. You can use the AI for a weekly. You can see you would have been in since 2019, captured that move. Major market reversal, captured that entire move. So only really 2 trades in the last 2-3 years, and all 100% profitable. So you can see the AI does really know what to do, even on a weekly time frame. So fantastic trade there on Microsoft. Pepsi. Now, Pepsi is also the 65% plus accuracy AI. Now, you can see the last trade, major market reversal swing trade here after the COVID sell-off, and it captured that entire move. You had to be patient. There was a brief sell there as it touched the stop loss and rebounded the next day, so you would not have been stopped out on that one. Nice volatility breakout, huge move. So with PepsiCo, we've captured some really great moves using the AI. It's got a new volatility breakout. Trading the bottom end of the base, it's at a critical juncture there. If it loses support at that level, it will be interesting to see what's on the 4-hour chart. Let's go and take a look. There we go. It takes a second or two to load. Volatility breakout. See the AI's trading stops not come through yet. Not sure entirely why. But we can just put that one in there. You can see even on the 4-hour, lots of aggressive trades you can do with swing trades, volatility breakouts, and captures a couple of percentage move. So fantastic using the AI on a 4-hour chart basis. But PepsiCo so far, volatility breakout, and then a trailing stop loss at that level. Next up is United Health. Now this is also a 65% accurate AI engine on that one. So it's 105 volatility breakouts. Now, volatility breakouts are some of the lower probability trades. The major market reversal is some really high double-digit returns, but still the volatility breakouts doing very well here. You can see caught the major market reversal back here. April, May, June, July, August, run up all the way up right into 2021, and then up this staircase here. Volatility breakout, now a new one. And if we go look at the trailing stop loss is just 395. Your upside resistance targets would be this first resistance zone, and then ultimately these old highs here. Let's take a look at 4-hour. Is there anything interesting on the 4-hour chart? Takes a few seconds to load. There we go. Swing trade, volatility breakout, plus a short volatility breakout there worked out well. Volatility breakout there worked out well. So we can't quite have an active signal on the 4-hour, but the daily one is still active, valid. And those are basically the main signals. So United Health, we've got a volatility breakout with a trading stop at around about 395. Coca-Cola is also in there. Let's check. As in a long is also a volatility breakout trade. Stop loss is in around this low here, and then your resistance would be this support level that was broken, and your old highs here would be the ultimate target. So that's kind of the upside with the current risk profile. Now you can see the volatility breakout works out well. Yeah, it really trades Coca-Cola very well on the volatility breakout. What's happening on the 4-hour chart? Let's take a look at that one. So we've got a volatility breakout in the 4-hour chart, so it's still long in that one. So keep an eye on that. So far so good. Coca-Cola's got a volatility breakout signal with a stop loss around about 53 or so. Next up, now for McDonald's, you can see this signal's been active for a very long time. Let's just check what's happening on the 4-hour chart here. There we go. We'll see what, so this move, not particularly active signal, not entirely sure whether this one's on the list of most recent signals, but the long-term signal you can see has been in it for a very long time. Just hold on here, it takes a second or two to load. So you can see these trades here. Swing trade, worked out very well, but you had to be in it since November. So it's a fairly patient trade for McDonald's, for example. Right, so let's take a look at some of the older trades to see how successful the AI has been. You see the AI is really capturing some great moves on Tesla November rally, caught that one beautifully. Major market reversal, 1 or 2 times he got stopped out there. Major market reversal March, April worked out well. And look at this swing trade, just kept going in around just below 600 and now 791. So absolutely fantastic. Now it'll be interesting to see if we get a follow-up on the price action now, because that's the first resistance zone that Tesla is breaking past. Then it's the support zone, and this whole cluster of highs there. We'll see if we'll get past that zone, but that's kind of the situation. The trailing stop on Tesla is now just below 700, so you can see the AI is really, so the AI learned from its experience trading this area that it needs to update its stop loss and be a little bit more accommodative. So you can see how dynamic the AI is in the stop loss. You can see here back in March, major market reversal, huge move. Another one, August, September rally, captured all the major moves in Tesla using artificial intelligence. Let's go take a look at the 4-hour chart, see what's happening there. It will be interesting to see the signals come through. Volatility breakout. So even though it's recent trade in at 730 and 791, absolute fantastic trade. The volatility breakout back in August as well, or July. So you can see the AI is really throwing off some really great trades using artificial intelligence on Tesla, for example. Let's take a look at another one of the stocks. We've got. We'll look at some of Broadcom, which has been 49 days, trading days into a trade. The AI there is 65% accurate once again. We'll load that one. Any other Boeing, American International, Ford Motor Corp. Let's see what Ford's 25 days into a trade. We'll check on that one. So you can see a lot of the trades are long. Let me just move this away. So Ford captured a nice rally to the upside and then a couple of volatile sessions to the downside. You had to be quick there, bank your profits quickly. The latest trade is a volatility breakout with a trailing stop at around about 13. And then your resistance zones would be these highs here, as well as those old highs there, and then the ultimate high over there. So that's kind of the steps to watch out for as it navigates this rally up to that zone. And the other one we wanted to look at was Broadcom. You can see Broadcom, we captured the entire rally last year, swing trade, yeah, look how long that swing trade stayed open, entire year basically. And then the stock started moving sideways, volatility breakout there, didn't do so well, but the last volatility breakout did very well. And then we have a trailing stop right up here below the 490 zone. And then your old highs would be your first resistance zone to get past. But once the stock's broken out, you can take some profit off the table, but you can keep some on to do that follow through. Because once it's broken out, you know, out of a base breakout, that's kind of what we're looking for here. Let's go and take a look at the 4-hour chart, see if there's anything interesting on that time frame. Can see volatility breakout, fantastic volatility breakout. Now, interesting, the 4-hour stop loss is very wide, and then you still have the old targets there. So you can see even on older trades, the AI is very successful in those trading names. But yeah, that's the list now. There's about 80 stocks that the AI is either in a long or in a short. And you can sort your columns by bars just to get the most recent trades. There's Goldman Sachs Group. Let's take a look at that one. One of my favorite holdings as well. Let's move this across. Captured the entire move last year. Major swing trade there. Huge move. Captured that move. There was a couple of short selling moves to the downside there. And then it just kept going on the staircase. So that trade was open for more than 18 months. And now we've got a new volatility breakout, and actually we expect a sell signal on there, so it'll be interesting to see if we can get a follow through on that. But the old highs here would be your target. So if you're in it at this quick move, now the quick move is a 3-4 day trade, so that sell signal is just based on the quick move there. But nothing stops you from following this through on this trading stop loss, and then target the old highs as your profit target. In this case. Okay, let's take a look at the 4-hour chart, see if there's anything interesting there. Quick move to the upside, yeah, swing trade there, quick move. So you see absolutely fantastic trading statistics using the AI on Goldman Sachs, for example. And that's the list, sorted by most recent trades to older ones. So I'll put the list up there so everybody can have a look. And that tells you hits, tells you how many times in the testing period the AI found this signal or trade setup to be valid, and what is the probability of success, 65, 69%, 77%. So you can have a rough idea as to what is the accuracy of this particular AI engine on those particular stocks. If any traders wants to get their hands on having your own artificial intelligence engine, go to metastock.com/alphaharvest 3-for-1. We've got a fantastic buy 3 months for the price of 1 deal on at the moment, and you can try it out and see if the artificial intelligence engine fits your trading style. metastock.com/alphaharvest 3-for-1. This is what the landing page looked like. We've got a 3 months for the price of 1 deal. Whether you're taking the artificial intelligence engine on a end of day basis, this side, or the real time, if you do high frequency intraday trading, we've got 2 options for the buy 3 months for the price of 1 deal on Metastock platform. And that brings us to the end of this edition of AI Traders Live. Join me next time for more artificial intelligence trading. Bye for now.